Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So today we're going to talk about the Toyota Land Cruiser, and specifically we're going to chat through the Toyota Land Cruiser that we wanted, the Land Cruiser that we got, and the Land Cruiser that we needed here in the United States. So what is the Land Cruiser we wanted? We wanted to see the 300 series. We wanted to see that natural progression of the 200 series into, its current form. Of course, we get the Lexus LX600, so I'm not totally crying. We still at least get an option, a variant of it, which we should still be grateful for. However, I think a lot of us love having the Toyota and a Land Cruiser nameplate across their vehicle. We take a lot of pride in that. At least I do, and I know a lot of you guys do too. It would have been great to see the 300 series come to the United States, but with different options, right? So that was the only reason why the 200 series was not as successful here in the United States. They only came in a couple different options, and they were the most packed to the frills, highest priced versions of it that cost $89,000 or $86,000 for a base model, and then low $90,000 for the Heritage Edition in 2021 before they got rid of it. So it just cost too much. The answer isn't necessarily throwing a 250 series our way. This new Land Cruiser, although it's cool, I like it, I don't think that was the answer. They found the right price point, which I applaud Toyota for doing that. They got the mid $50,000 range for the new Land Cruiser that we get. However, them slapping the iForce Max, the 4-cylinder hybrid power plant in it, I don't think a lot of people are going to absolutely lose their minds for that. What we wanted to see was what the other countries around the world received, and that is different variants of the 300 series with different engine options, different levels, different trims. I mean, just to give you an idea of how many trims there are around the world, we got the GX, got the GXR, GXL, the VX, the VXR, the Sahara Edition, the GR Sport, which is my favorite. If you've never seen the Land Cruiser, I'll throw up a picture real quick. The GR Sport, the 300 series, is beautiful, beautiful. So I love that. Then you get the Sahara ZX. So there's just various other options and so many different trims. They could have easily offered it to the United States and given it, a lesser trim, a base model, super base model option, perhaps even a diesel option, and they could have kept that price point down. They could have easily done that, and I think we would have welcomed that with open arms, guaranteed. Not to say we're not welcoming the new 250 series, don't get me wrong, but I do think that would have been better and better received overall, okay? So that is the Land Cruiser we wanted, the 300 series. What's the Land Cruiser we got? We got the Prado. We got the 250 series with the iForce Max. I do love the fact that it is pretty bare bones on the inside, especially the 1958 edition. I like that. I like the headlight design. You got two different options. There was circular, the rectangular. There is a lot to like. There's plenty to maybe gripe about, but I think there's a lot to like too. What is the Land Cruiser we needed to see? And I don't talk about this often on the channel, so I'm really curious to see what your guys' opinions are of this. But that is the 70 series. So on the same day that Toyota announced or did the unveiling of the 250 series here in the United States was the same exact day that they offered or did the unveiling for the 70 series. The 70 series, what is it? To me, I think it's perhaps one of the most remarkable vehicles that exists today, because Toyota has left it pretty much untouched since its introduction back in 1984, I believe. So yeah, we're right at that 40-year mark for the 70 series. And the fact that they've changed such minor things on it throughout 40 years is the beauty of it. Toyota, this is a good example of Toyota listening to its consumers, right? So people have written Toyota, always blown them up on social media, asking them to keep the 70 series. Don't change it. Don't try to improve it. Just keep it the way it is. Because if it's not broke, why fix it? And that is exactly what the 70 series is. I mean, the 70 series, similar to the 300 series around the world, comes in so many different options, so many different levels of it, and then a number of different power plants too, different engine options too. You got diesel options. You got a V8 option that's still currently offered, a manual V8 option that's offered around the world. What else do you have? You have the different trims of it, the troop carrier, the 5-door wagon is the traditional one. You got the single cab pickup, the double cab pickup, different variants of it, which is really cool. Even if we just got a couple options with a non-hybrid power plant here in the United States, they can even go diesel. Even if they offered that 2.8 liter 4-cylinder diesel that is in the new 2024 70 series that they unveiled, even if they offered that with the 6-speed automatic transmission in it, I think that would have been, I don't know, people would have lost their minds for that. I think I would have been stoked to get it, and I know a lot of you guys would too. So all that to say, the 70 series is the Land Cruiser that we needed here. But similar to the 300 series, there is a huge backlog around the world for production, right? I think it's a multi-year production backlog that for various different countries, especially, you know, Australia in particular. People just love it. They love it. They love that it's so simplistic, super reliable, and does not get any more durable than that 70. I just love the way it looks. I like this new 2024 in particular because they paid homage to the original 5-door wagon that was produced back in 1984 in Japan. Got the classic Toyota Heritage script up front, the round headlights, now LED, of course. And I think the very minor updates to the interior really make it exceptional. So I love looking at that thing. I wish I could get my hands on one of them just to experience it, just to try it out, because it's just so rugged, so raw. Of course, front and rear, solid axles. It's just phenomenal. So really, I didn't mean to make this video even this long. I just wanted to pitch it to you and get your thoughts on it, and most importantly, you know, your thoughts and opinions on the 70 series, because I don't talk about it much. Let me know what your thoughts are. Appreciate you watching. Until next time.